Behavior.
Woohoo!
Now the Hangout on Air is live. So we're now on the You Google tubouts.
You Google?
I'm going to turn my camera off because I can't be responsible for the faces I make.
That's fine.
Isn't that the best reason to have your camera on?
I feel like that's the best reason to have my camera off.
I disagree.
Jenny, did you know that as you get closer to your wedding, everyone gets progressively crazier?
Yes, in fact, I did know that.
I know it too.
We'll talk about it later.
Knew that.
We'll talk about it later.
I super knew that.
I eloped.
Yeah, pretty sure nearly everyone.
Thank you, Brian.
Like, Brian is all like, no, I don't know what you're talking about.
Like, what? I don't know.
Brian's all, what? No one was crazy leading up to my wedding. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I did have a wedding, but I mean, you know, we were already married at the time, so.
Yeah.
As I said, we will discuss it later. I have some stories that are comparative to your stories.
Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait. I would love some wedding shenanigans stories.
It's nonsense, yo.
All right.
So what are we doing? Where are we going? What are we doing?
Giant octagonal room. Big rolling steel death trap pointed west. Also doors to the north and east.
I'm pretty sure that before we logged off last time, Caradwin had set off this like big log of spikes, and it's actually over against the wall now.
Sorry, I forgot to update the blog with last time's story.
Did it? I mean, I examined it to figure out what it did, but I don't think I actually tripped it.
No, I don't think she did either.
Going past you, like it didn't hurt anybody, but it had gone off.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I can go back and check, but I think I would have remembered setting it off.
Do you guys want the recap?
If you've got it.
Yes.
I've got it, but I just forgot to post it.
But make it brief so that we don't spend more time on the recap than we do playing, because we've only got 50 minutes left.
Okay.
And thank you.
Okay. After a cursory check for traps, Cole steps up next to the far door to read the plaque on it. Flagstones, rocks, and dart shoots out of the wall and hits him. Cole sweats a bit from the poison on the dart. The door says, insert quote from JR here. Mildred attempts to recreate the movements of the creatures in the room from their footprints, but can't puzzle it out. Caribou managed to work out that at least one of the creatures can change shapes very rapidly, and also that it seems that one of the might have been faked, as in the creatures seem to have two identical left feet. It seems to Cole that someone was told to do this, but half-assed it. Mildred tells Cole to step off the trap. She'll try to hold it down so it doesn't reset. Mildred casts Mage Hand, and Cole starts to step off, but the tile starts to rock up anyway, so he steps back on before it can pop up. Caradwin, in her gecko shape, crawls up the ceiling and gets ready to crawl through the top of the doorway. Mildred casts Mage Armor on herself. The party decides the order to walk in. Cole crouches down and opens the door. The octagonal crate room. Insert quote here. Snow runs in, tries to jump the first barricade, but gets caught in the barricade. Furious, she hurls a javelin at one of the kobolds next to the fire, and it dies screaming. She then steps aside to let the party through. A stone whips through the air and smacks him inside of Snow's head. The stone came from the shadows off to the right. When Lenora came in, her dark vision gave her a superior view of the room, showing her clearly where the two kobolds off to the right are. She moves up closer to them, but after a few steps, a net drops from the ceiling, restraining her. Nas skips over Cole into the octagonal room, her hair aglow with magical light, and fires off a flurry of magic missiles at the kobolds, dropping another one at the kobolds next to the fire. One of the kobolds flicks a rock from the sling at Lenora, but it glances off the net she's wrapped in. The other one aims a sling stone at Nas and hits her for 6 damage, then retreats back into the far end of the room. Rat clambers over Cole and squeezes past Nas into the room, then shoots off an eldritch blast at the kobold on the stairs, killing it and knocking its corpse off the stairs. Mildred moves up and shoots a firebolt off at the kobold hiding in the dark at the far end of the room, and he screams. His leathers and fur are still alight. Cole runs in and uses his pole-on to help jump over the barricade, moves into cover, and readies his crossbow. Caradwin crawls through the top of the doorway and climbs around the walls of the room and then down to the ground. Snow moves off to the remaining kobold to the right and throws a javelin at it, killing him dead. Lenora frees herself from the net and moves towards the center of the room. Nas moves next to Caradwin and a weighted bag drops on her, restraining her. She casts a firebolt, at the already lit kobold on the top of the stairs. He collapses and rolls down the stairs. Snow goes for the cleaning her javelins. Lenore moves to investigate the pit. There's a mural of a warrior in the pit staring out over a landscape underneath a torch. The same warrior, apparently Brogar, is featured on the murals around the rest of the room, performing the feats described to him. The Brogar in the pit looks older and more melancholy. Wary of traps, Lenore drops over the edge of the pit down to the bottom a few steps. She looks around for traps and, seeing nothing, climbs down next to the spikes. She can now see the spear racks at the back wall, where someone has chipped into the floor to give the spear butts somewhere to sit. Caradwin moves to examine the machine. It's a large diameter metallic drum with metal spikes sticking out of it, latched in place and chained to the ceiling. It looks like, if triggered, it'll roll off to the west and slam into the door. And that's where we left it.
Okay. I pasted. I pasted the Brogar verse from the south door into the chat there.
Okay.
Brogar verse.
And
Is
there,
there
did you have an initial description for the octagonal room written up, or was that improvised?
It's an 85-foot octagon, with the northeast quarter of the octagon sunken. I think it's either 15 or 20 feet down. It's pretty far down.
I think it's becoming clear as we explore the room that we're going to have to pick one of the 3 remaining unexplored doors.
Sure.
Or the secret door behind, what's his name?
The what?
The secret door behind Brogar.
Oh yeah.
Is there a secret door behind Brogar?
Why wouldn't there be?
Could we check to see if there's a secret door behind Brogar?
Is he holding anything in his hands?
The mural. Let me see. The octagonal great room, arch and vault work, the pit. A torch-lit mural of a warrior looking out over a landscape decorates the long wall. He's not. I mean, it's not like.
Okay.
It's not like.
Blue.
It's not like he's standing there holding a sword, but the sword is actually a big metal handle. It's just kind of a. It's just kind of a big rectangular mural down at ground level, with a torch over it to keep it lit.
Oh, you can't blame a girl for trying.
Sure can't.
I wouldn't. I like the look of the using the big cylinder with the spikes to maybe block the western door.
Okay.
Is there someone who would like to examine the mechanism there and see about being able to roll it towards the western door? So we've at least blocked off one.
Snow is the closest one with opposable thumbs.
Can I offer a
All right.
Can I offer a counter argument?
Yes, go right ahead.
That's probably loud.
Good point.
Well, so was the fighting, so.
Fighting was comparatively quiet. There was some chittering and some javelins.
There's
There were-
always chittering.
Well, there were definitely screams. You're right. There were definitely a few screams. But it doesn't seem like anyone has come out after you guys yet.
Yet feels very
Precarious.
okay. Yes. Well, that and I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons and JR is the dungeon master, so.
I mean, to be fair, Winona, this would happen with any dungeon master.
I mean, that's what you say.
She learned that
Only
lesson from the very first encounter well, didn't she?
She did.
But if we got 200 gold, that would be twice as good.
I maintain that is a life lesson and true for everything. My point is
So
um
is anybody planning to check that mural, or are you gonna?
I'm down there and I am in the process of checking the whole pit area. So I am definitely, and I will be happy to roll investigation if is that the thing?
That is the thing. When you were specifically looking for a thing, you
Okay.
investigate it.
You're just gonna have to give me a minute to figure out how to roll it.
Yeah.
Because of me not remembering how to pull up my character sheet.
Well, I mean, there's 3 doors, so.
Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Character sheet. I did it right the first time. Hey.
Cool.
All right. And I have no bonuses, so I'm just going to roll a d20.
Well, I think you can also hit the button next to it in the character sheet and it'll auto roll.
See, in theory, that's true.
And in practice, it is also true.
It has not as yet worked for me. / roll d20, right? Or 1d20.
/ roll 1d20, yeah. Whoop.
Oh, look. A 6. I found a kitty. Actually, that's not even... It's not even bad enough to find a kitty. I didn't.
Cats are very good at hiding.
Yeah.
No, you find spears in the spear racks. You find spikes, vertical spikes.
Mm-hmm.
And no traps.
And no traps. I wasn't looking for traps. Therefore, I didn't find any.
Well, we could split up and have a couple of us go one way, a couple of us go another way, and a couple of us go the other way. That would be faster, right?
Sure, and we can just pick up any duck that we find while we're at it.
Thank you, Chris.
A deep, booming, hollow quack echoes through the dungeon. Very deep, very
It's
deep.
our worst nightmare.
very
Well,
hollow.
I'll tell you what, while you're doing that, Mildred will come and examine the room that is in this direction, like this doorway. Does it have stuff written above it? Is there stuff going on this direction?
No, it's an oak door with iron bands, like the others in this room.
Sorry, guys. I keep doing the flare thing accidentally.
That was me actually indicating what I'm looking at for JR. But yeah.
You can tell it's her because it's red. It's the color of her little character schmoop down here.
Huh. I think I did it too accidentally, but I don't know if
Everybody do it. Sure, Mildred. What are you looking for specifically? There's no inscription.
How about evidence that someone has recently passed this way?
Okay. This time it worked. This is because Jenny knew what she was doing, isn't it?
Might be.
I hate everything.
No.
Really?
It doesn't work when I think it should. It only works when she thinks it should.
You know what I'm going to say? I honestly think that's a good reason to hate it.
Okay.
I hate it for you.
You can
Thank
hate
you.
it, but I think
Well.
hating everything is an overreaction. We're in a world that still has puppies.
In a world where puppies.
I have seen 0 puppies in this world.
In a world where invisible puppies.
The duck summons more invisible puppies.
Dude, we
I
gotta
regret that I can't like star or upvote you. In some way.
Fine. I will not hate everything, but there better be puppies at some point.
Indeed.
See, now that you've said that, the puppies will be dangerous. There you go.
I'm and I still haven't fixed Naz's icon. So Jenny, Mildred's looking for whether something has passed this way recently?
Yeah, it seems like a reasonable bet that we keep running into bad guys in here, and let's see where they're going in this tomb.
Okay, sure.
Do I need to make an investigation roll?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I thought you were on it.
No, sorry. One moment. Now watch. Now it's not going to work for me. Oh, well, it did work, but I kind of wish it hadn't.
Who summoned Greater Puppy?
That would be Naz. Mildred, you're really unsure. You know there were kobolds here just a second ago in the fight. And so you're trying to figure out whether anything that you're seeing around here is from the kobold who just bled all over the ground right here, or whether there's some other evidence that the blood has splattered on that you're not seeing. You're not really getting a good vibe either way.
Yeah. Critical fails will do that to you.
It's probably all of the blood that's throwing you off.
This isn't an invisible puppy. This is an invisible kitty.
Yeah.
Could I fairly claim that Lenora would look around at this octagonal room and at the one quarter of it that is sunk into the ground and look around and look around and be like, why is this one quarter of the room sunk into the ground? Like, that this would actually ring weird to her.
What's Lenora's insight like? Is there such thing as dungeoneering in 5e?
There is not. And Lenora wouldn't have it anyway, but she has been in a lot of dungeons.
I'm thinking
there's history, there is investigation, there's perception. That's kind of what you got.
Yeah.
And there's insight.
So yeah, it's either going to be insight or maybe history as sort of a subtopic of, or as a sort of parent topic for architecture. Like who digs a 20-foot deep? You know, that's a lot of digging.
Yeah, but for Lenora, it's not a matter of having studied history. It's a matter of having been in dungeon. Like,
then that's not going to be that's going to be whiz. That's going to be an insight roll.
Okay. So could I roll insight?
Yeah.
Because I'm standing here looking around, going.
Yeah. You're trying to put yourself in the frame of mind of the Go up and down the steps, look around, scope it out.
You know,
try and see the room from a dwarf's point of view.
Sure.
Right.
Right. And from a dwarf's point of view, it's an even deeper.
It's really, really deep. It's practically a basement.
All right. Oh.
Hey.
Lenora,
well,
your innate sense of the flow of the room leads you to believe that the downward stairs, the fact that they're sort of 90 degrees offset, frames this corner down a symmetrical axis that cleaves it on a sort of 45-degree angle, and that the intent of a basement like this would be to come down the steps looking at something, probably the mural, and then the flow of the room is right over to the wall in front of the mural, which is back where you're standing. The intent was for you to walk all that distance looking at the mural, walking towards the mural, walking right up to the mural.
So does the mural open or anything?
Well, that's what I'm standing here trying to figure out.
Let's pull on the bracket that's holding the torch. Mildred will do it. Mildred will do it right now. Here comes Mildred. She's gonna come and do it.
Okay, wait. Mildred?
No, here, I can do it right now.
It's pretty high up. How tall is Mildred?
She can jump.
But I wanted Mildred to walk down the steps being aware of looking at the mural. Like maybe there's something to be seen from various heights on the steps.
Okay, yeah, like it's gonna move, like it's some kind of like force protective thing. I can do that. I can totally do that. I'm gonna go back up the stairs and I'm gonna come down the stairs. Okay, here I am coming down the stairs. I'm coming down the stairs very slowly.
Meaning she's moving at a normal pace.
I'm looking at the mural.
Don't trip over the dead thingy.
Yep. Brogar's eyes seem to follow you, but it's normal chiaroscuro stuff with the sunken carving.
Chiaroscuro. That's
Nope, it's fine. Mildred jumps up and grabs the scarf that the torch is hanging out of.
Clunk. The mural sort of recedes about 4 inches and parts. And
Hey guys, she found the thing.
Laura, that was awesome. I'm so happy that you saved this for me because I totally realized that what happened there was that you waited for me to do it because you thought that I deserved a treat, and you're totally right, and I'm so happy I'm here.
It's because I like you, Mildred.
I know.
So is there a passageway, I'm guessing?
hang on just a moment.
I strongly feel that we should go this direction.
Oh, are you frapping kidding me?
I'm really not. I strongly feel.
And yet, there are no coffee drinks involved.
So, did you step on something or did you pull something?
She
I pulled the torch sconce.
Pulling the levers and the.
All right. So apparently I set up the vision blocking on this. So I'm going to move Mildred's token so that you can see the pass through. Because I've done this wrong. But I'm not actually moving Mildred. I'm just illuminating it.
I mean, Mildred's fine if, like, the hand of God moves her around. She would think that would be awesome. Just saying.
Well, it's not a very nice thing to do in a dungeon that's full of traps.
Hey, look!
Can everybody see the secret passage?
Hey!
Yes.
It's about 12 feet deep. It's narrow. There's a vaulted ceiling here. Mildred, what's your passive perception?
Oh God, I check for traps.
Excellent question. I'm totally going to get you the answer to that question. I'm perceiving things every moment that I am alive. My passive perception is 13.
13. You notice as you go past this sort of inset, the pocket door there, you notice a tuft of fur stuck in part of the stone mechanism. It actually works on stone cut gears.
Sweet.
Yeah. And there's just a tuft of fur caught in one of the gears.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Can you see it?
The tuft of fur? I don't see a tuft of fur on the map.
No, I'm sorry. He was talking to me.
Okay.
Here-ish.
Well, if she can pluck it out quickly enough, then Mildred will try and grab that tuft of fur.
You can pluck it out quickly at no risk to yourself. There appear to be no moving parts, and the sconce, other than the sound of stone sliding on stone, which is actually kind of a loud sound, you don't hear any other noises.
Okay. Well, Mildred holds up the tufts of fur and she says, well, it looks like we found how they've been getting in and out of this room.
Okay. You're going to check for traps.
What do I roll again? Perception or?
If you're checking for traps, it's investigation.
That one again.
Mildred will check too. She's here.
Hey, that's not so bad. It's this whole ability thing again, isn't it?
Maybe. You detect. Neither of you detects any traps. Although Mildred finds. Oh no, it's Lenora who rolled high.
Mm-hmm.
Lenora, you see the inside latch in the dim darkness of the passage that will open the back side of the passage.
So we can. Oh, okay. So I can open the door, the exit door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do we have anything else we want to explore in this room, or do we want to go through the passage?
Well, I'm very curious to know whether if we go through the passage, can we safely close the door behind us?
Well, Mildred can help you with that, so she'll go into the passage and look for a latch to close the door to see if we can then reopen the door.
Karen is also going to have a lot of trouble getting through there. Just FYI.
The internal latch does seem to be in the same place on each of the two interior doors. You can pull it if you like, or you can take it on faith that it works.
I'm going to pull it.
Okay.
And she pulls it again. Okay, then.
Let's hear it for dwarven construction.
Ceridwen, Caradwen, can you turn in anything, less enormous?
Yeah.
I'll turn into a half elf. How's this?
That works.
Much less enormous.
So what are you saying?
She's saying size doesn't matter.
Okay, so should I do the unshaped stuff for you there?
Yeah, go ahead.
Woo!
That's a really big half elf.
And I clicked the one square thing, which means I'm going to have to go restart the script because that's the button that we're not supposed to press.
So there was a Piers Anthony book in which he had a shapeshifter who could only shift weight or mass, size, and shape one at a time.
Oh, God.
How very interesting.
Well, this is Piers Anthony.
Yeah,
that could pretty much be applied to any statement about Piers Anthony.
Okay, so into the passage? Yes? Passage, yes?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yes.
Onward!
The marching order?
Can you look at that tuft of fur?
What?
Yeah,
Yeah, can I roll nature on it?
sure. Caradwen, you can roll this with advantage. Can I bring your token down to the lower deck so you can be near Mildred while you look at the tuft of fur she's holding?
Of course.
Anyone else who wants to come with the party through the passage should move your tokens down to the lower deck. The lower deck is for loading and unloading only.
No, the upper deck is for loading and unloading only. The lower deck is for leaving.
We both know
I'm
what this
glad
is
I have
about.
advantage.
Ooh.
I'm glad you have advantage too. Caradwen, it's deer fur.
It's deer
Like the deer that they dragged in the thingy.
What's a deer fur?
right. For eating.
Oh, grazing and decorative Christmas stuff.
That reminds me, something very large pooped on our lawn. In the back.
It's not the first time.
You, JR.
Was it deer poop or was it carnivore poop?
I don't know how to tell the difference.
Was it a bunch
Did it
of
have
little
deer
golf
stuff on
balls? Was it just sort of a plop? One big plop? something is visiting our lawn frequently. How interesting. I was
As
at
we told
nature.
our kids at as we told our kids at dinner the other night, chicken is poop neutral.
Is it?
I don't know.
I'm sorry,
Wasn't
chicken is poop neutral.
Is anybody else hearing it? It's hilarious, given
No, I don't.
poop neutral, poop neutral, poop neutral.
I'm only hearing echoes.
Yeah.
I have an echo.
Echo!
We were explaining to the kids that some foods lock you up and some foods let you a little too loose.
Ah.
And chicken is poop neutral.
Poop neutral.
Poop
As far as I
neutral.
know.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry.
We're fairly silly people.
Okay. I count 1, 2, 3, 4. I count 5 player characters. Oh, we haven't moved Rack, who probably wants to come with the party. And Nas, who I still have the wrong icon.
Is anybody not hearing an echo?
I am hearing an echo.
The echo is impressive.
Let's see. If I talk,
I'm going to mute myself.
Yeah, I see it on Noah.
is it on Noah? Okay.
Hey, it's gone now.
Sort of.
Aw.
Mostly.
Okay.
So,
We'll make sure to.
Noah, is the microphone on your headphones then the echo, or is it separate from the... Oh, the headphones are gone. Okay. I don't know.
That's so strange.
You're still on mute, Noah. His mouth is moving, but he's still on mute.
Oh,
Oh,
just-
I didn't mean to drive him away.
he's going to rejoin.
Okay.
Stronger and better than before. He's back. His back and his front.
Echo.
Okay, well. Shall we?
Yeah.
We shall.
Press on.
What do you
All
guys-
right.
I think obviously Mildred goes first and then me. Which is a terrible idea, but I think that's clearly what happens.
Mhm.
Obviously.
Okay. And I guess the rest of you will follow in, probably based on initiative order. All right, so Mildred, you're going to open the door.
Yes, opening the door. Crash, boom.
All right.
Lexi, you're terrifying. Jesus Christ.
What's that?
Nothing? What? What's going on?
There was coincidentally someone slamming a door here when you said crash boom. I felt it through the floor. It was kind of weird.
Mildred, do you really only have 12 hit points?
What?
That can't be right.
Me?
That's about how many I have.
You asking about my hit points?
Yeah.
No, I have 33 hit points.
Okay. There must be something goofy with how the game
Well, it would be
populated.
my armor class, except I currently have mage armor up, so I think my armor class is actually 15.
I see what happened. It put your armor class in both the red bar and the green bar.
Okay, I don't have 12 hit points. Are you about to hit me for more than 12 damage? Is that why you were asking?
What's your passive perception?
Enough.
What is it again?
13.
13. You have no trouble seeing all the kobolds in this room.
Anybody order a pizza?
As the door opens, I think the two kobolds who've been listening to you guys opening and closing the doors for the last couple of minutes are going to get a surprise round and try to stab Mildred with their spears.
Oh, this is going to work out really badly.
But you do have mage armor on, which is good.
Yay!
An 18 versus AC.
Yup.
And a 21 versus AC.
I'm going to die.
For a total of 9 damage.
Okay.
You're not going to die.
There's two very burly kobolds who simultaneously jab their spears into Mildred. And now would be a really good time for everyone to roll initiative.
These guys hate pizza.
Let me digress briefly. To describe this lovely room
that we can't see.
Mildred should be able to see it. You can't see.
There's light blocking layers that have us completely.
Oh, God, I'm gonna have to.
Mildred can see it. Also, quick digression. Do I get a reaction when they've surprised me, or I do not get a reaction when they've surprised me?
Oh, I don't know the rules on a surprise. It's not called the surprise round anymore. It's called surprised, which is different.
Well, we can table it while I look it up, but I do have a reaction I would like to do if I am permitted to do so.
Okay, what's your reaction?
I want to cast Hellish Rebuke.
You have Hellish Rebuke too?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Don't forget, Mildred kind of has all kinds of shit she shouldn't have. It's sort of her whole thing.
That is cool. Let me find that thing.
Fine.
Denny? No reactions.
What?
No reactions.
No, darn. Okay.
So I'm actually gonna clear the initiative here.
Oh.
Sorry. No, I'll put you guys in where you go. I'm just rolling the group init function because it's super fast.
Why is my initiative 16.01?
That's a good question.
You know, these are the mysteries of the fleet.
You know, my mother tried to roll my initiative once.
Once.
Oh, I guess I do still have to roll initiative. Oh, no, my initiative is there. Okay.
So those of you who don't do that, don't do that. There we go. Okay. We got some kobolds in the order. Hey, that's really cool because the kobolds are actually in the order right ahead of Mildred. What did everyone else roll? Those of you who already rolled.
I rolled an 18.
Okay, I already have Caradwin at the back. I already have Cole. Marking it an 18 isn't actually going to move you in the order, I don't think.
That's fine.
Lenora.
16.01.
Isn't that special?
I'm not. I didn't do it.
I'm just going to mark it a 17 because there's it just changed it to a 12.01 when I wrote 17.
I didn't do that either.
That was me.
Oh.
I was trying to see if I could reliably get these 0.01.
Yes.
I suspect that what's going on there is that it's using the wrong call, and it's calling the routine that multiplies your dex modifier by 0.01 in order to break ties for rule systems where your dex mod being higher breaks the tie. That is
that's nice of it.
Yeah. Nas, that's an 18. Now Cole's 18 actually does matter. Is everyone else where they belong? Snow had a 19 and is still a 19. Lenora, Noah, Rack, I rolled 4, and Caradwin rolled a 1 and will be bringing up the rear.
Brian rolled low. How astonishing.
Uncanny.
Last week I rolled 2 3s. That's it. That's all I rolled.
3s.
3s.
Have you critted twice today?
No, I
No,
just
just
rolled.
the one skill check.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's a skill check. I'm not actually trying to hit anything.
Right. When you start trying to hit things, things will take a hideous turn for the worse, I'm sure.
Me too.
Mildred's blocking the archway and being stabbed by kobolds, who will now get the opportunity to also go first in the initiative order, which seems awful, but they're awful critters. Let's see.
Is that what happens? Because then they get to double turn.
Yeah, so it's they get an action before the round starts because they were waiting for you. Now they get a.
Like that is 4E rules.
Is it?
So the surprise information here, it doesn't actually address what the attackers get to do. It says that if you are surprised, then basically you can't move or take an action on your turn, and you can't take a reaction until after the end of your turn. But it does not say, it says each participant in the battle takes a turn in initiative order, but during your turn, if you're the one who's surprised, you don't get to do anything with your turn.
Right.
It does not say that these guys get to take 2 turns.
So Jenny,
Yeah.
what happened was we are now entering the second round of combat.
But not everyone was surprised. Only I was surprised.
We had the first round of combat. During the first round of combat, everybody was surprised except for those 2 guys on the other side. Those 2 guys on the other side were ready and waiting for somebody to come through that door because they'd heard banging, banging, banging. So they were ready. Everybody else, you open the door, and all the other kobolds on the other side were surprised because, oh my God, there's some humans and other demi-humans. And we were all surprised because we went, oh my God, kobolds.
It's a room full of kobolds.
Those 2 guys went, oh, I've been expecting this, and stabbed you.
Okay.
And so now we're starting the second round.
Yes.
So the one kobold, having stabbed you, now lashes out with his foot to try to kick you in the shin.
What a bastard.
So make a DC 12 con save.
Okay. Can I just click the thingy next to my constitution, or will that not work?
That'll work.
Yep.
What did they do to Jenny?
14.
Nice. So you are not incapacitated by his shin kicking. You're just miffed.
I just kind of look at him and go, really?
Then what's the thing that these guys do? Come on, DM. You know what? Someday you guys are going to have a DM who's prepared for combat.
Sunday?
Someday.
We never play on Sundays.
We're too busy watching
One of the
football.
kobold's allies is within 5 feet, and the ally isn't incapacitated. Okay. All right. The other one, I think, is gonna holler at his buddies to get over here, and he's gonna. Let's see if multi-attack's gonna even work. The kobold makes 2 weapon attacks. Great. He's gonna try and stab you twice. He actually has advantage on these because he is within 5 feet of the creature he has advantage on an attack roll against the creature if at least one of the kobold's allies is within 5 feet of the creature and the ally isn't incapacitated.
Okay.
So the first one hits with advantage and does 7. The second one misses even with advantage, and so does not do 8.
Okay, I Hellish Rebuke him right in the face.
Awesome. How much damage does Hellish Rebuke do?
1 second.
I know for Lenora it's like 4d10.
Well, I was going to cast it at level 1.
You have it as a note in your spell, not the intrinsic thing where it goes as a level 2 automatically.
What's that?
Sorry, you've got it as a no kidding built into your character spell.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the power that's built into Tieflings for Lenora.
Nope, that's a different thing.
You do you. I apologize for trying to do you.
Okay, so it's a 15 dex saving throw, or else he takes 16 fire, and if he succeeds, he still takes 8 fire.
Okay. I guess he's going to have to make a save. The one who hit you is going to roll a save, a dex save. That looks like a single-digit number to me. How much is that? 16 fire damage?
Yep.
Crapping monkey butter. Whoosh.
He's doing what now? I mean, I know she has some weird spells, but...
He tries to stab her, but instead of blood, just a gout of flame comes out of her side, and she is as surprised as everybody else.
Yeah. Let's see what we can do about that. Cool. That was awesome. And that doesn't count as using an action to cast a level 1 spell, right?
That is a reaction.
So it's not going to even bother with the Hand of Fate.
I don't. Let me see real quick. So the issue is the wild magic can only happen once per turn, but I think it can happen now. It's just that then if it happens now, it can't also happen when I come up in the initiative.
Right. Once per round, once per turn. This is so weird.
No, wait, it does say once per turn.
Once per turn. So it could theoretically happen twice in a round. It could happen.
It could.
So I'm just looking for one other thing. Immediately after you cast a sorcerer spell of 1st level or higher.
I don't actually know if this is a sorcerer spell. Let me look that up real quick.
I'm fairly sure that at least
a warlock spell.
Yeah, I know warlocks can cast it.
Yeah, and tieflings get it by default. I just don't know if it's on the sorcerer spell list.
Yeah, hang on. I'm looking it up right now. It is not. It is immune.
How nice. Which is why it doesn't automatically do the thing.
Yep.
Gosh, it's so nice to have the rules built in. Why do we keep trusting that they're working?
Because we don't know them.
Mildred, it's your turn. You're in a twisty maze of passages with a burning kobold and another angry kobold. The kobold to your right is backed up against a very large statue of a dwarf. There are many other little kobolds in the room.
But this one is yours.
Okay, Mildred, so I can see a bunch of them. I can't actually see anything on the map.
You can't see anything in that sort of pseudo-octagonal room?
I've shared what we can see.
I can't, I can only see this little hallway that I'm standing at the end of and nothing beyond it.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, Chris sees what I see.
That's really awful and frustrating.
I also don't see anything beyond it.
No, I know. No, none of you do.
Oh.
Because I did something wrong. I hate to cut it short, but this is going to take way more than 5 minutes to fix, and we're 5 minutes from the end.
All right.
So I think we'll resume at the top of Mildred's turn and let you all get in your thwacking next week.
Okay.
Yay, thwacking.
Yay for thwacking. My
Yay for
apologies for having the blocking layers wrong. I will fix it. And there will be much
Hey, we know
rejoicing.
that you have a regular job that you go to and stuff.
Yeah.
Wife and kid.
I don't get to lay nearly as many deadly traps at work as you would think they would let me lay.
That's
Well,
why
I
I
will
say regular.
I will soon be unemployed, and during that time, I'm happy to help design deadly traps with you.
That's awesome.
Is that awesome? Is that awesome?
That is awesome.
Okay.
You missed the horror stories about Chris's job.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're
Yeah.
sorry to miss them?
We can revisit them. I'm gonna go off the record with